Imagine waking up one morning, looking in the mirror, and realizing that every choice you've made up until now has led you to this exact moment. The job you have, the lifestyle you lead, the level of happiness or frustration you feel. It's all a result of decisions, habits, and mindsets accumulated over time. And yet deep down there's a whisper, perhaps a roar, of something more. A desire to break free from mediocrity, to become one of those rare individuals who seem to turn everything they touch into gold. Successful people. What is it that they do differently? What secrets do they know that others don't? Is success a matter of luck, or is it a formula? One that, if understood, could change everything? What if the difference between where you are now and where you want to be is just 100 small shifts? What if success isn't some mystical force, but a series of daily actions, a mindset, a rhythm of thinking and behaving that rewires your reality? And what if you could start implementing these changes today, right now, reshaping your future with every decision you make? This is the essence of 100 Things Successful People Do, a collection of powerful, life-changing principles distilled into practical wisdom. But this isn't just a list of tips or another motivational cliche. It's a journey into the psychology of winners, the habits of high achievers, and the unshakable mindsets that separate the extraordinary from the ordinary. Let's take that journey together. One of the first things that successful people do is take full ownership of their lives. No excuses. No blaming circumstances, luck, or other people. Imagine two individuals, both facing setbacks, financial struggles, career disappointments. One throws up his hands and says, "Life is unfair, the system is rigged, and there's nothing I can do." The other clenches his fists and says, "This is on me. No one's coming to save me, so I will figure it out." That mindset alone changes the trajectory of a person's life. Because the moment you decide you are responsible for everything in your life, your successes, your failures, your mindset, your future, you reclaim your power. Success is never about having the perfect conditions. Some of the most successful people in history came from places of absolute despair. They weren't handed opportunities, they created them. They didn't wait for permission, they took action. Think of Oprah Winfrey, who overcame a childhood of abuse and poverty to become a global media powerhouse. Or J.K. Rowling, who was rejected by 12 publishers before Harry Potter changed the world. Or Steve Jobs, fired from his own company, only to come back and revolutionize technology. The common thread? They refused to be victims of their circumstances. And then there's the relentless pursuit of growth. Successful people are obsessed with learning. They devour books, absorb knowledge, seek mentors, and constantly push themselves outside their comfort zones. Because comfort zones are where dreams go to die. If you're not growing, you're stagnating. Imagine two people starting at the same level. One spends every spare moment scrolling social media. The other spends it consuming knowledge, building skills, and networking with people who inspire them. Fast forward 5 years. Who do you think is in a completely different league? Discipline over motivation. That's another game changer. Motivation is fleeting. It's the burst of energy that gets you excited for a few days. But discipline is what keeps you moving forward long after the excitement fades. Picture an athlete training before dawn, not because they feel like it, but because they've built the habit. Picture a writer who sits down every day, even when uninspired, because consistency is what separates dreamers from doers. Success is built in the moments when no one is watching, when you show up for yourself day after day, even when it's hard. And let's talk about failure, because here's the truth. Successful people fail more than others. Not less. More. But they don't fear failure, they embrace it. They see it as a lesson, not a verdict. Imagine a child learning to walk, falling again and again, but never giving up, never deciding, maybe walking just isn't for me. Somewhere along the way, we forget that failure is part of mastery. Every mistake, every setback, every rejection, it's all data. It's feedback guiding you toward what works. The only real failure is quitting. There's also the power of vision. The most successful people see their future before it happens. They have an unshakable belief in where they're going, even when the evidence isn't there yet. It's not delusion, it's faith backed by relentless action. They visualize their goals so clearly that their mind starts treating them as inevitable. They know that where focus goes, energy flows. And speaking of energy, successful people guard theirs fiercely. They cut out negativity, avoid toxic people, and protect their mindset like their life depends on it, because it does. They understand that environment shapes destiny. If you surround yourself with people who complain, procrastinate, and play small, you will too. But if you immerse yourself in an atmosphere of ambition, resilience, and greatness, it transforms you. The truth is, success isn't a mystery. It's a pattern. It's habits, mindsets, and daily choices that compound over time. And the best part, anyone can step into this pattern, including you. So here's the question. What will you do with this knowledge? Will you let it be just another interesting concept, or will you let it ignite something inside you? The path is clear. The principles are there. The only thing left is action. Your future self is waiting. If you like this summary, consider subscribing to our channel. Your support gives us the motivation to keep creating more engaging content.